Are you addicted to social media? Do you even know what it looks like, feels like, sounds like? Do you know how many people are addicted to social media? Oh my Lord, get back, sit back, grab your pen and paper. You're going to want to write some of these things down. You're listening and watching David Essel Alive, helping Americans heal, the ultimate podcast on positivity, life change, etc., and so much more. Glad to have you on board. For 34 years now, the leader in the world of a podcast, radio host, TV host. Been doing it all and love every part of it. So what about you? Are you addicted to social media? Do you know what percentage of Americans are? I'm going to give you a couple statistics that'll blow your mind, and they're coming from opposing information, as a matter of fact. It can be quite confusing trying to find out what percentage of people are actually addicted to social media versus those that are dependent upon it versus those that just use it occasionally. Listen to this. Recent study came out that said that 10% of Americans are addicted to social media. That's 30 million people. And I think that's off by about 70%. In our practice, we're seeing a hell of a lot more than 10% of Americans addicted to social media. And what does it mean to be addicted to social media? Well, let me give you another example from a different study that actually really does verify how serious it is. In the second study, 84% of people interviewed between the ages of 14 and 80 years of age said they scrolled every evening before bed 2 to 3 hours, and some even more. But that's a huge percentage, and that's called addiction. If you're scrolling 2, 3, 4 hours every evening while you're in bed, it sounds like a logical thing to do. Or maybe you start your day with an hour online scrolling. That is the world of addiction. And why is it a problem? You might go, oh, David, chill out. I need something to spend time with. And I totally get it. I totally agree. But here's the problem. When the brain becomes addicted to something like social media, every time you get a bing, a dong, a ding on your phone, it lights up the dopamine receptors in the brain, which makes you crave to find out, oh my God, who just said something on Facebook? Who said something on Instagram? Who sent me a text? Who sent me an email? Blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on, right? Okay, that creates that dopamine bing, that dopamine response, which says we need more. And social media is based on having you crave more. It is a serious addiction. We have people that will spend anywhere from 6 to 18 hours a day on social media. I know it sounds insane, and you're probably sitting there going, I would never do that. Look at your phone. You can find out right away how much time you're spending on social media. We have people that say they spend 30 to 60 minutes a day. When they look at their phone, it's 4 to 6 hours a day. So let's get real serious with this, okay? It's something that you can change if you want to. Is there going to be withdrawal? Hell yes. There will be withdrawal. There's withdrawal from any type of addiction or dependency whatsoever. And the more time you're spending on social media, for most of us, the greater the chance of depression, the greater the chance of, believe it or not, some form of ADD set in, because once again, when we think of dopamine, those individuals that are creating programs like social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, their whole deal is to get you to stay on as long as possible. Their whole deal is to get you to return as long and as frequently as possible. So they're creating through MRI imaging. Oh yeah, these people are not ignorant. They're incredibly intelligent. They're using MRI imaging to find what lights up your brain, what lights up your dopamine receptors. Is it sensationalism? Is it arguing? What is it that lights it up? And then they just feed you more of it. If you need help in shattering any type of social media addiction or video game addiction, which is destroying relationships, as well as individual success or the chance of success, join me at talkdavid.com. And don't forget, 3 of our top-selling books are absolutely free at talkdavid.com. And if you're struggling with video addiction or social media addiction, I can tell you it's a hell of a lot more than 10% of Americans. Reach out to me at talkdavid.com. We offer everyone a free 20-minute discovery call, and yes, we can do a lot in 20 minutes to help you begin that move away from addiction or dependency to social media and or video games. I'm David Essel. You've been tuned in to the most positive podcast on the planet, David Essel Alive, helping Americans and the world to heal, right here on Buzzsprout.com. Until we meet again, our information is only about one thing: good news with David Essel. Have a beautiful day.